Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to FTB Inventions. Have you ever had one of those projects that you kind of wish you hadn't started? This whole grindery thing is kind of turning into that. We've made a bit of progress. Sort of built the room now. We've got the fused quartz, which is our blast resistant glass. We've got obsidian frame on it, so need a couple of minutes of fused quartz there just to finish that off, but I still need some access, so hence the reason I've not moved it. But yeah, it is proving to be somewhat of a ball ache, if I'm honest. We had a few issues with trying to get hold of nether wart. You know, we've got this far. Look, we have nether wart. That is something that I will tell you about in a bit. But yeah, we started to try and construct our auto spawner, and we were like, yep, we've got blaze powder, we've got slime balls now, we managed to get our magma cream, with plastic sheets that were coming out of the auto fisher. We had sort of the redstone reception coil, all the bits that can actually make the machine frame. Nether wart was the big problem. So I've probably spent most of the last sort of few sessions that I've been on just kind of grinding, flying around in the nether, desperately trying to find a nether fortress to try and get the nether wart. Come with me and let me show you something. So let's just quickly stick on the old pack of jet, and we'll very quickly hop through here. Hopefully this isn't going to cause too much memory leak when we get back, but let me show you something. Come on, stop hovering, that's it. So yeah, we have flown that way, we've flown that way, we've flown that way, we have flown that way, and absolutely no avail. I spent probably half an hour going off in that direction, I think, at the weekend, and got horribly lost and etc, and that was it. But yeah, probably just caught it just as we turn. Can you see that? Yeah, the freaking nether fortress was here all along. I swear blind, this thing has probably just sort of spawned at this point, and it never used to exist there. But yeah, here it is, one nether fortress. We managed to get our nether wall. We also have got quite lucky because a couple of the exits where it's actually quite high up has meant that we have had a lot of glowstone. So that worked quite well. Let's get back over here before we start getting into anything nasty with that ghast that I can hear lurking about. But yeah, so it was that simple. All I needed to do was kind of go left a bit, and it was there. But hey ho. That is one of those things, as they say. So let's get ourselves back through here, and we'll get back to the point of today's video. So yeah, we have our nether wart, we have our magma cream, and we're like, yeah, this is brilliant. Ooh. Sure, I saw something then, never mind. Yeah, what else could we possibly need that is going to cause us any issues to get? And if we just let this charge up very quickly, we'll take a second. There we go. And you can go away. Excellent. So we're like, recipe for the auto spawner. There we go. Got it. Plastic sheets, nether wart, magma cream, machine frame, redstone reception coil, emeralds. Perfect. No issues there. Oh, how wrong could we be? Oh, how wrong. No emeralds. No freaking emeralds. So, not a problem, we say. Transmutation tablet. We've obviously had emeralds, so of course we've learned them. Have we learnt them? What do you think? So open the book up. Page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, What's missing? Emeralds. Yeah. So, it's been a bit of a mare. I have been out. I've tried sort of all sorts of options. I've been out mining in the overworld. I've been hunting around in the nether fortress in the hope that it might turn up in a chest. I have been down in mine shafts and looking for dungeons in the hope that it might turn up in a chest. I have found a village, which is all very nice. Everyone likes a village. Just over there, in fact. But what else is the issue with that on this particular mod pack? Yeah, villager trading is switched off. That is disabled, so you can't even trade with the villagers. So what else can we do? Well, I was looking at it and I was having a look through and I thought, well, is there any other kind of trading mechanism? Because surely if you can't trade with the villagers, there must be some kind of trading. So yeah, you've got a trader map. That's basically you can trade with other players, but you've got a trade station. And I thought actually that could work quite nicely. What do you need to make a trade station? Emeralds. So I think the only other thing that you can actually get, I'm trying desperately to remember, but it's a tablet of some sort. This thing here, the Amazon tablet. And this is a Pneumaticraft thing, and Pneumaticraft is it's good, but you have to get so much stuff. So we need to start getting pressure chambers, plastic mixers and all sorts of other things to actually make the stuff that we want to do. So it's going to be incredibly long-winded to be able to do that. So yeah, we could probably start it. I think the biggest thing is the pressure chamber, I think, really, for most of that, for getting this. So it's something we could probably look at. But I was trying to think of something else that we could actually use to try and get emeralds. And I was having a look on the forums and look on the wiki. And there is the recycler. And apparently the industrial craft recycler will actually produce scrap. And you can take the scrap, put that into, make that into scrap boxes. So 9 bits of scrap went to a scrap box. Potentially that could give you diamonds. Potentially that could give you emeralds. And I kind of thought, when I was looking at the recipe, it's actually pretty damn cheap. I mean, to make it, you need 3 bits of dirt. You need a couple of iron ingots. You need glowstone. I mean, we have absolute stacks of glowstone since we found that nether fortress. I mean, look. We've now got sort of like not 4 stacks, we've got 6 stacks of glowstone dust just from that nether fortress. So, sort of going back to that, dead cheap. Compressor, how easy is that to make? 6 bits of stone, an electronic circuit and a basic machine casing, which is like 4 bits of squished up iron. So I'm kind of thinking that is what we're going to do. And I actually want to see whether this actually works. Uses EU, so I've already got us a little PowerPoint ready there that we can start getting it charged up. But I thought, why don't we throw this together and let's actually see what we can actually do with it. So, I can hear a blitz. Are you down here? Are you down in the cave? Obviously got the Enderman's leaving his blocks all over the place again. Sounds like it is down here, doesn't it? But yeah, no, I went proper flying around here trying to find things, but no, maybe you're outside. Yeah, so let us throw together this recycler and hopefully with a bit of luck we might end up with the emeralds that we actually need in order to be able to finish off and get our grinder underway. Our grinder, our auto spawner. So I've started making the bits, so we've got our 8 iron plates, and that gives us our basic machine casing, which we can stick there. We need to make our electronic circuit, which again we've made plenty of these before, so it's just the insulated copper cable, redstone, iron plate. That gives us that. That then gives us our compressor, which we can drop in with our glowstone, our iron and our dirt, and that gives us our recycler, and it's pretty cheap. Pretty cheap. So why don't we throw that down there. That's got a nice bit of power. Now, recycling wise, there are a few things that won't recycle. I think glass panes is one of them. There's about half a dozen, not banned items, but items that you won't actually get any kind of recycling yield from. But I know certainly one of them is, I'm sure it's panes of glass. Where are you? I hear you. Oh, you're there. Oh God, you're really close, aren't you? So why is it 3 of them? And is that just not typical? When I was hunting to try and catch the Blitz, we were struggling, and we now have 3 of the buggers. Never mind. Let's just go grab ourselves some stuff. And I wonder if there's anything here that we can try and recycle. Ooh. Ooh, many things. Well, I think these boots for a start we could probably do with that. But we have also got this safari net as well. I might hold on to that just purely for the fact that I haven't really got anywhere I want to safely release that just yet. You'll probably remember those if you've been following on Crackpack, that the safari nets, it could be anything. It could be a passive mob right the way through to something a bit bloody nasty. So probably won't do that, but I'm wondering whether we can recycle wood, maybe? See whether we actually get anything out of that. It's not like we don't have plenty of it. And I wonder about saplings as well. It's quite a few of them. So we'll see what kind of stuff this thing actually recycles. We might end up throwing sort of a whole bunch of rubbish and sort of mob drops and stuff like that and see whether it actually does something. Again, I've not used one of these before, so it'll be interesting to see what it does. So let's try chucking that in. Excellent. So yeah, we are getting scrap from the boots. So it's, don't always get it by the looks of things, or do we need to actually move it out? Okay, so you're not going to always get. But in theory, does this mean we can have an input and an output into this? Do we have a chest somewhere in here? Yes, we do. Excellent. So why don't we put, let's put you on the top there. So in theory that should export that out. Will that go out? Do we need to do an augment on it? No, maybe not. Okay. Might need to actually pipe it out. But stack of wood. Are we going to get anything more out of that? Is that going to give us scrap? Yep, so we're going to get that also. Brilliant. So we can just get loads and loads of wood in there and make ourselves a ton of scrap. So we need to get up to 9 to make our scrap box. We've got 5 so far. That's not bad really, and we've had 3. 4. Come on, 3 more, you know you want to. But we think this is so cheap. I think it uses, is it 1 EU? Yeah, 1 EU per tick. So you're hardly going to use anything at all. We'll take this back for the moment. To actually recycle stuff and get potentially free useful things. Which is the biggest thing. Come on. Now you're just being mean, aren't you? There we go. 7. So typically we'll sort of go away from that and it will start doing everything it's supposed to. 8. 1 more. Come on, play nicely. 9. Excellent. So why don't we take this and we shall make it into a scrap box. It gives us our scrap box, and then I guess we've got a single-use battery. Okay, well I guess it could be worse. Okay, not exactly what I was hoping for, but it does mean that we can probably start finding some way, probably with a hopper, of feeding stuff into this, but also pulling stuff out of it. because I think here, yeah, it's the ejector upgrade, so we'll probably need to get another ejector upgrade in here to get it to go into a chest. Let's have a quick look and see how expensive that was to make. I don't think it was particularly expensive. So it was a hopper, electronic circuit, yeah, so it's not too much at all, so we can quite easily make one of those. Or we can start kind of getting some of the recycling stuff out of here. But that, hopefully, I mean, this could take sitting here forever and a day grinding stuff and seeing what we actually get out of this, but we could collect up these. I'm wondering if we have trying to think, what cyclic converters, do we have those? Cyclic assemblers, there we go, cyclic assemblers. Now we could in theory build one of these which we could attach to this, feed into that and actually get it to create our scrap boxes for us and just have a constant supply of things being fed in via a hopper. But I think that's probably something that we'll look at sort of on a future episode. See if we just get another 3 of these. And we could, why don't we look at making that ejector upgrade maybe. It's not like we don't have the chests, is it? So I think we need not in the compressor, in here, in our rolling machine. Let's quickly make ourselves a hopper. I'll just use this one here. There we go. And so we get insulated copper cables, so the electric circuits, that's redstone, so we need quite a bit of copper. So we need, let's say, have we got any copper on here? A couple of them. Let's go 4 of those. I think we're going to need them to make the cables. So let's squidge those down. Start getting our little wee circuit jobby set up. What else do we need? So we need 2 pistons. I don't think we have. Oh, look at that. 2 pistons already made. That I was probably going to use for something else, but hey, forgotten what that was now, so that'll work perfectly fine by me. So it's those 3, nearly there with this. And make all of them into copper wire, I think. Yep, I'm deciding not to. Oh, there we go. That's done. Let's put you back into here. Switch to that. Let's go get ourselves some rubber. Get that cooking away while waiting for those. That's 3. That should be another 3. To be fair, actually, we're not going to need to make all of those into wire, so let's not at this stage. There we go. That'll give us 1 more than we actually need. So it's 3. And there's the other 3. I think it's just 2 more that we'll actually need. Perfect. There we go. 1. You. Awesome. You're in there. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think it's 1 there, 1 there, that in there. That gives us our ejector upgrade, which should mean that what we can now do is put the chest on the top, like so. Oop. With the shift. Let's put the ejector upgrade in there. That should start expelling that out, which is great. It does. Put those back into there. And why don't we make ourselves 1 more hopper. So get ourselves another bit of iron. Do we have another chest? No, so I'm going to need to make one. Quickly put this together. Like so. That's one hopper, and then we want a chest, planks. You'll do. There's one chest there. And we shall say, let's put you in there like so. You on the top there. Okay, so we recycled our scrap. That's not going to work, is it? That didn't work at all. Should have known that, really. Let's take that out of there, I think. I'll stick some of those in there. Newbie mistake. So we need probably to make that into... What do we think? Are we an iron chest? Do we have the iron? We don't quite have the iron. What are you? Block of tin. No, we just need to get a couple of iron ingots. That's cool. We can do that. And we'll make ourselves an iron chest, and then that won't kind of get all twitchy with the other one. We can stick that on there. That'll keep that completely separate, which means we can load all of these. We might as well throw those in there as well. We can stick all of those in there. That will start feeding into the hopper, which will start feeding into this, which will start feeding into that. We've now got another 9. Let's put those together. And see what we get. So another scrap box, and that gives us iron dust. Okay. Useful. But you see, we're throwing in stuff that we've got absolutely stacks of. And potentially we're going to start getting out lots of useful things. So I think if we can keep sort of feeding this sort of wood and saplings and all sorts of things, eventually we will hopefully sort of be fortunate enough to get ourselves some diamonds. I don't know whether I've got any other random bits of stuff that we could kind of go, yeah, we can stick that through. But what have we got? We've got 27 just normal oak saplings. I mean, come on. But things like all like the cobble. You know, if we hop over quickly into the mining world, and we are probably going to get a large amount of memory leak coming back. But where we've been mining, we have got, I believe, in here, a metric butt ton of cobble that we have been using in the transmutation table. But what's to say that we can't stick this through the recycler? I'm pretty sure this is a recyclable item. You know, we've got stacks of it. I'm just wondering whether I could use sort of something like, I don't know whether a tesseract would work, maybe? Or something that we can actually transport the items sort of back into here from the mining world. And just keep sort of feeding it into this. So there we go. We're building up. Oh, helps to actually put saplings into the right hole, really, doesn't it? But yeah, we've got another 13 there. Let's see what this gives us. And that gives us a wooden hoe. Yay. Yay, because we really need one of those. But yeah, do you know what? It's free. I'm just going to recycle that. If it's not any use, put it back. Oh, and another 9. Right, we'll do this last one. We'll do this last one. I'm just getting excited now because this is just technically free stuff. Another scrap box. And that has given us a feather. Okay. You know, so some of the things it's going to get you are going to be relatively underwhelming. Now, I mean, it could mean that if we did put in the cave spider spawner down here, all that string potentially, that we could get from that, that would be something that would feed back into the recycler. So I actually think this is going to be a pretty useful item for us, because yeah, we can just get rid of a whole load of rubbish and potentially actually get some useful stuff back, and if it's not useful, boom, bye bye, you just go back again. There we go. So with a bit of luck, well, a lot of luck in fairness, but probably slightly better chance than it is with us actually trying to find them any other way, we might actually get ourselves an emerald out of this. And if we get an emerald, yeah, I'll be learning it straight away. Definitely be learning it straight away. Won't be making that mistake again. But there we go. So something a little bit useful, something we've not done before, but hopefully will be a nice little addition to our collection of machines, and hopefully we can build it into something where we can have a little bit more automation behind it, which would be cool. But for now, guys, thank you all very much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.